as you walk away, like he'll like hold up his bottle, take a swig, cap it, and just walk downstairs instead of upstairs or wherever your room is.
All right, so you guys go your own ways, and so as you like kind of like leave or whatever, there's like again another moment of silence, and then the guy's like, "So you paid 2 copper? Did you want that?" I was eavesdropping, and I'm sorry. That's all I can offer you. Definitely not going to question that you're going to steal things. Didn't realize.
He like just shakes his head. He just shakes his head like I already left the copper, yeah. So he shakes his head and goes, "Don't worry about it. Point me in the right direction."
Yeah, and he points towards the stairs and is like, just down there, and I hope you get a good night's sleep.
He goes downstairs. He nods to the guys. He goes down, goes into the room, and makes himself as comfortable as possible.
Awesome. So you go downstairs, you get nice and comfy, and relax and pass out for the night. So, gonna flash forward to the next morning. Stalbor, I mean, you don't sleep. I had to do it, Ollie.
That's a Wednesday meme.
I know! I had to do it!
Doesn't count.
Cross the memes. Don't cross the memes.
It's a false pretenses thing, buddy. Calm down.
True.
No.
Calm down. So anyways,
Hold on.
Said it
Aaron.
before it was a meme too.
What?
I couldn't notice, but when I purposefully mispronounced my house name, you cracked the fuck up, and I
I
loved it.
did. It was hilarious to me.
Anyway.
there'd be a really.
I have to.
I
Sorry,
was also coughing.
it would take countless hours of work, but it'd be really funny. Like if somebody just grabbed like every elf from false pretenses, lost initiative, roll for critical role play.
And every
all
time they said I don't need to sleep.
and every time an elf said.
Stabble has definitely said it.
It'd be awesome. It'd be so funny. All right. So, anyways, moving forward.
NPCs in Wednesday have.
So when you wake up in the morning, or do you like actually? I'm sorry. Do you like leave your room? Do you like interact with others? No, you just stay there.
Yeah.
You don't have alcohol. You ran out. Don't forget.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So you just.
Don't think you're gonna get me going down to the tavern.
Okay. So you stay in your room.
Unless anyone goes to him, he's closed up.
Reich, did you when you get up in the morning? Do you like sleep in a bit because you're up kind of late? Oh, you weren't really up that late, but do you like sleep in? Are you motivated? What do you?
No, I'd be up probably as earlier if I feel ill from all the drinking the night before. I just purge my body and I go for a very long run. My character would be using this just the seething just kind of sadness as motivation, and I would just go for a very long run, do all of my routines in the morning, and then I'm going to find a place where I can get breakfast. Probably not the same tavern I was at before. I'm going to get 2 hot breakfasts. I'm going to pay them a little bit extra so they let me take the other plate, and I'm going to take that over to Kieran.
Okay.
And
well, hold on before you get to Kieran. So Karen, you wake up in the morning, and actually the captain of the guard herself is gonna make her way in, and she'll be like this is literally a knock on the door, and then you hear her unlock and open, and she's like, and you can see bags under her eyes, and she's like, the guy that was here last night, his name was Rick. Reich. He's the one that wrote that documentary.
Yeah.
It was a lot to read. It was.
Yep. I didn't read it myself, to be honest.
I'm almost done with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a few other things I need to do. I'm hoping to get around to sometime after lunch.
All right.
I brought you breakfast. again, I wanted to say thank you for just kind of coming in here and playing, nicely. This is a messed up situation. You lost people. We lost people. So I just wanted to say thank you again.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Did you need coffee or anything as well? We have tea. We have coffee. Do you know what coffee is?
Nice.
Do you know what that is?
Would they have coffee in Zendrick? I feel like that's a Zendrick thing.
They would definitely have coffee in Zendrick.
So yeah, I know what coffee is. But I'm also with that. Tea is great.
All right. I'll have a cup of tea brought in for you as well, but I have your food for you here. It's got some freshly squeezed juice. If you don't know what that is, it's very sweet. It's good though. It's an Orcish word. It translates apparently to lizard skull. Don't pay any.
Is that what it is?
No, it's just it's the shell of the fruit is very hard, and it used to be used to battle lizard folk. Bash skull. It doesn't matter.
Interesting.
So here's some. Will just disappeared. Will's dead. Bye, Will.
What happened? What?
Bye,
Why am I
Dude,
dead?
that new character sucks.
I will.
Worst.
Bye, Will. And so she gives you the food, and then turns to leave, and then leaves the room and shuts it. So you have your breakfast. He's back. Do you have your breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay. So you eat your breakfast. Do me a
Yeah,
favor.
well,
Make me a Constitution save, please.
Awesome.
Oh, is she dead? DED?
Awesome. No, nothing like that. No. You don't know what's going on, dude. You don't know what's going on.
Look at it. If she gets the shits from the prison food.
Yeah.
Do I even notice the poison?
What poison? No poison. The food was
okay.
garbage though. Will's gone again. Food's garbage, like absolute garbage.
back.
I've
I'm
eaten
gonna fix my
a
internet.
lot of garbage food. I grew up on a ship,
Yeah.
so
Food's absolute garbo. Will's about to peace out when that happens. I'm going to switch the overlay really quickly, so it might just take a moment. People might be in the wrong spots, but at least we can see each other. So, so anyways, so you eat your food, nom nom nom, and yeah, I'll be able to fix that as soon as he disappears. So, you eat your food, nom nom nom, and it's disgusting. Eventually, Reich makes his way in, maybe like an hour after you ate your breakfast, and he brings you some food. And I'm not sure where he got it from. Probably rations, because he certainly didn't go to the tavern across the way and get it.
No other taverns?
Yeah, well, that's fair. You go to another tavern and
I
get it
wanted
on the way.
to bring her a
worst
hot
city
meal.
ever.
Okay, so you get the closest
Not
tavern
one
there.
tavern in New Throne. I'm not allowing it.
Yeah. So you guys make your way. You guys make your way there, and you bring her a warm meal, and so you eat more food. Do you eat it?
Yeah.
Cool. So you eat some more food too. Your tea comes down. Your tea eventually comes down. We'll actually say it comes down around the same time that the meal comes.
All right. Cool.
Cool. So
So you kind of sit down, and I'll eat outside with you outside of your the cell. Just kind of sitting there eating in silence, unless you say anything.
I'd like to remind Reich that you left to go back explicitly to tell Stalbor where Kira
Yeah,
was.
I
you
will.
didn't.
I will.
You never
say
left
if
your room,
Salbor-
and I didn't think you were going to leave your room. So
I will ask if Salbor is okay.
still hasn't left his room.
You should probably check on him, right?
To what end?
To make sure he's okay. Right,
What
you
do you
realize he's lost 3 of his closest friends, like in the span of what he would consider days. Can you check on him, please? Like, go, do that right now.
You treat him like a child, yet he's older than all of us combined.
I don't treat him like a child.
You do. You fawn over him.
I do not. Don't you say that.
You do. It's nothing.
not.
Don't mean anything disrespectful by it, but you do. You treat him like a child. He's our elder by decades.
But that's not how aging works, and you know that for a fact.
No, perhaps not, but I would think that someone who grew up on an island where, and someone of his condition, would have a much more healthy grasp of death and losing and loss than we would.
His upbringing is exactly why he doesn't have a healthy grasp of that. They didn't lose people the same way they do here. And certainly not at this rate.
Can I ask you a question?
I mean, you're going to anyway, so.
Well, if you said no, I would not. But was
All right,
was
then
there?
don't. It was a good film. Test that theory. Don't.
Was there a body?
Ah, see? No, there wasn't a body. It had different little like stalks, and each one did a different thing, and one of them just turned things to dust.
I was going to go make him, a grave. It wouldn't be to put his remains to rest, but
I think we should bring him to his family. We're heading that direction anyway.
I don't care about his family.
I know you don't care about his family, but you know who might care? His family. So, they've lost 2 kids very recently. We should do what we can. We should give him back his possessions and his cremations.
All right, well, then I'll leave you to it. Oh, wait, there is something else. There was a guy last night. When I got back, he was asking about the beholder. Apparently, he went to the tavern and they were talking about the conversation that I was having, the things I said to them last night, and he was interested. He knew what it was.
He interested in?
The creature you fought, the beholder, he called it.
Okay.
It was he knew a lot. He even knew about the orcs. And then I sit there and I stop for a moment. Like,
All right, it works.
yeah, the orcs that we saw in the woods, because we saw other orcs that we didn't forget about. It's like apparently they're doing something. I don't know.
Okay.
I was very drunk, but more importantly, he wants to talk to you about the beholder encounter.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I told him you're here, so he might come by later.
All right, that's fine.
Just so you're not surprised.
She's gonna finish reading all the information you wrote and said she'll get back to me by lunchtime. So hopefully I'll be done by then.
Did she stay up all night?
Yeah, she did. She looked terrible.
Oh, well, impressive.
Yeah, you
Well,
probably
tell her if
should've
she has any questions about the annotations that I do have a second annotation guide that I can provide.
Okay. Do you want to let her know while you're here?
I actually probably think that I'm just gonna
Fucking weirdo.
let that slide. No one really ever wants to read my annotation guides. I put so much work into the citations. You know what? I'll be back. I'll be back for lunch. Don't eat whatever the garbage they're peddling you here.
All right.
And I'm gonna go. I would like to just as a side thing, continue on. I would like to find a general store. I'd like to buy a shovel, and I'm gonna go just outside. I'm gonna dig a.
Sorry. Sorry. The general store blew up.
There's nowhere else I can buy a
There is not
shovel.
one general store in
Yes.
Newsroad.
One, just general store. Get everything you need. Shovels.
All the other
backpacks. We are
Everyone
limited
runs
to
in
only
by shovel and rope.
close
What's
down our
up?
solidarity.
There's got to be like a Walmart or something.
Whoa. There are other general stores, but I just wanted to be clear.
I know. You keep reminding me like I'm gonna have feelings about this. We did not do this.
Yeah, we don't feel bad.
True.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy a shovel. I'm gonna take the early part of the afternoon to go find just a quiet place just outside of town. Dig up a small grave. Make a tombstone, or just some sort of marking area to my contentedness.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just simply write on there. I would write his name, the year he. I don't actually know the year he was born. So
He starts writing the name, and then he's like, the very next thing he goes, he like puts a notch in there, like stabs it, and starts to carve, and he stops. He's like, Huh, apparently didn't know him that well. Kicks over the tombstone and walks away. It was clearly wasting my time.
I don't know his birthday. It means fucking not his friend. And then I would just I would just put that down, put that in the ground, and go back and check on Stalbor.
So you yep, okay, you do all that wonderful stuff for Luca and go and check on Stalbor. So you know.
No answer.
Stalbor. Just open the fucking door.
There's a pause, so probably like before you're about to talk again, the door opens. Stalbor is wrapped in Luca's cloak.
I step in the door. I step in the door and close behind me. I look around the bedroom.
Luca's ashes are in a potion vial labeled Luca on the floor. And it's very clear that Stalbor had basically made a little nest opposite it against the wall because it's not used the bed. He's taken everything off the bed.
I just look at that, and I look at you, and I just say, "What are you doing, Stalbor? Do you think this is what he wanted?"
I think I knew Luca far better than you, Mike.
We met him at the exact same fucking time, Stalbor.
And I spent a year with him that you didn't.
I understand. He was my friend too, Stalbor.
I won't deny that. What is it you want? Are we leaving?
No.
Did Kieran get arrested?
Yes.
Oh.
He's currently in prison. However,
Are we
Is
breaking
that-
her out?
no, it was an amicable stay. I handed over the evidence, and apparently they have our the alleged bomber in custody as well. So our hope is that we will see justice, get this taken care of, get out of here. But you shouldn't stay in here, and you definitely shouldn't stay in here with this.
What do you mean?
I point at the ashes. This is not healthy.
Look at me, Reich. Do I look healthy? In like
No.
tattered robes, holes, new holes, old holes, skin
no.
melting.
Listen, we need to be able to keep going. The only thing we can do for him at this point is to carry on his memory and fix what he was looking to fix. Nico might still be out there. And if there's anything that we can do for Luca to honor his memory, it's to find his brother. You have another day while they figure this out to do whatever the fuck you're gonna do in here. After that day's done, we're gonna get going. And when we leave, we're gonna need you ready.
I'll be ready. But if another beholder chases us down, and whatever's going on with you causes more madness to chase us, I won't be ready.
Excuse me? It almost sounded like you were blaming me.
Strange that, isn't it?
Listen, Stalbor, I don't know what's gotten into that sick little head of yours.
I'm more concerned about what's getting into your misshapen skull.
That wasn't a knock on physical beauty. There was a meaning behind that. So just keep perspective
Alright.
clear.
Let's have this out then. You obviously can tell that something was altered, and you want to know what.
I
would
know
like
exactly what.
to. Do you? Do you indeed? Then enlighten me.
the gatekeepers, the druidic sect, they're turning you into one of them, which de facto is turning you into a minion of madness because both sides in their godforsaken war are exactly the fucking same. And I swear, the next time I see one of those gatekeepers, I'm going to blow their head off.
Then you have no idea what they did for me. They did nothing to me that I could not have done myself had I understood more. I can't explain. I pick up. I look for a bauble that isn't important, and I pick it up and I hand it to him. I say, "Throw this at me."
He doesn't.
I will not play your games.
And then, like, after that awkward pause of you're not doing it, it's just, you do realize showing off the powers that you are being deformed into a creature of madness to me will not strengthen my support in your being turned into a creature of madness.
My
It would be
God.
like me showing you that I could raise Luca from the dead.
For a person who's so
can't.
ancient, you are such an idiot. Why is it that you think so single-mindedly? Why is it that you make assumptions and then you treat them as fact? You know nothing.
See, that's the thing, Reich. I know everything. And assuming that I don't know something is assuming incorrectly.
You don't, Stalbor. You don't know everything. I don't care how intelligent you are. I don't care how many books you've read. You don't know everything. For a man
Goodbye,
so
Reich.
smart.
I said goodbye.
Good day,
Just turn and walk
I said
out,
good day.
close the door.
Kieran and Stalbor
So
gets
British.
back in his little nest.
That is
I'll walk
so
up.
British of you, Ollie. Good day, sir. I said good day.
I said good day, sir.
I'll walk over and I
Like,
knock.
you get it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna walk
And
in.
you hear Stalbor lock the door behind.
So- I do declare I said good day, sir.
That's not very British, is it?
No,
That's
it's
like
the southern
the
version.
opposite of British.
I know.
I'm gonna knock on N's door.
Hey! Someone's knocking at my door. This is door opens up. Oh, come in.
I come in.
I
Close
like
the
this
door
version
behind me.
of it.
The door shuts and turns around. Immediately transforms. It's like turns into the form of N that you typically know, though obviously she's a bit exposed. More, she usually dresses very conservatively. The N that you usually see, the young female version, but obviously with this like open tunic and whatnot, she's looks a little out of sorts in these men's clothing.
You okay? You need anything?
I don't know if you recall, but Luca and I didn't exactly have much of a relationship at
I
all.
wasn't talking about that. I assume you eat?
I've been taking care of myself. I've left the room several times.
I didn't see. Just
I-
making sure.
No, it's fine. You've actually spent less time at the inn than anybody else, aside from Kieran at this point. I did check on her. She just didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be taking her meals. I don't like prison food.
The place where this all transpired, I haven't gone there yet.
You talking about the store that was that was blown up?
No,
I've
no,
seen
no,
it.
it's across the street. I mean, where the deal was made and the coin was handed to you. I have not gone there to investigate yet. I thought perhaps it'd be a good idea if we did that.
That would stand to reason. Well, I have some time now.
Yeah, no, I know. I do have. I'm prepared for this very occasion. We don't want to seem out of sorts, do we? Do you mind giving me a few moments? I brought some supplies with me. They just don't last very long.
I'm gonna go grab my my other sword.
Okay. I'll meet you downstairs. Right outside the inn.
Sounds good to me.
So you go grab your sword. A few minutes pass, and you go outside, and eventually you see Stalbor walk out of the inn, and turns and looks at you and says, "All right, Reich. Perhaps we should proceed with this endeavor then."
I nod, understanding. At first, I like open my mouth, but then as soon as he says that, I nod, and then I'll turn around and walk.
It's silence along the way. The gait of Stalbor's is like unearingly perfect. The way that he just kind of like takes in his surroundings like with a bit of amusement, but at the same time like always trying to like figure out exactly why things are different and how they be. Like, it's just one of those things where if you didn't realize it, you would know. Like this is Stalbor. The only reason why it seems off is this is the Stalbor that you knew prior to obviously what recently happened with Luca. This is the Stalbor that you best knew while he was on the ship. You know what I mean? So it's kind of an interesting like quick twist for you. So you're walking with Stalbor, and again, he doesn't speak to you at all. Unless you speak to him, do you?
Nope.
Okay. So you make your way, you leading the step, until you finally come to the establishment in question. And so when you get to the establishment, the doors, of course, shut,
All right. So I'm gonna. I look over to him really quick, and then I'm gonna just take a look around. I'm gonna see if is there anyone in here.
So you go to like kind of go over to a window and look inside. Do you do so stealthily, or you like don't really give a shit? You just look at the window.
No, I'm just gonna look in the window.
Sure. You go over there and you look at the window, and when you look in, you actually see that human Kenneth person inside there. Kieran, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you roll me a Constitution save?
Yep.
It's good lunch. It's disgusting, but you ate it.
Stop eating the food! I literally told you not to eat the food.
You were back in time.
Christ.
I was hungry.
Yeah, it's like, what else
I
are you gonna
stop.
do? I give food. I eat food.
I stop and I look at him, and I say, "Motherfucker," and I say, "We need to go to the. We need to go get Kieran."
He says, "I think Kieran's a bit indisposed
No.
at the moment."
She said, "What do you mean by that?"
She's preoccupied.
Yes, but he was supposed to be in prison with her. That was what we were told by the guard. They lied.
Making Stalbor making his way around to peek into the window and seeing the person inside there says, "That's a bit suspect, isn't it? Perhaps we should question the guard."
That was my intention.
Do you think maybe we can question him first instead?
I swear to God, if she ate the food, and I'm gonna go burst in. I'm gonna go burst in the door.
So as you go burst in the door, reaches forward, and this is like one of those quick burst moments that Stalbor has from time to time as he reaches out to grab like your shoulder and is like, "Reich, you are acting brash. Perhaps there's another way that we can go about this. You and I are both people that he would know just in an instant glance. Perhaps we should have one of our friends, maybe somebody easily forgettable, go and speak with him first."
There's wisdom in that.
Why don't you stay out of sight? I'll see if I can go find her.
All right. And they go stand in the alley off to the side, out of the sight as best as possible.
It takes like a goddamn hour to get all the way there, get all the way changed and everything, come all the way back. But eventually, the friend that you literally just were sharing a room with, the same very, very forgettable, familiar face, comes walking around the corner. Kind of like as they walk past, gives you like a quick glance and a nod, and then immediately goes to the door, turns the knob, and starts to walk in. And with that, why don't we take our break? And we're going to take a few minutes and see y'all shortly. So, toodles.